Alright, after hours of troubleshooting, I finally figured out why I couldn't print the PETG. Just a little tip for anybody that's got the Ender 5 Plus and looking to upgrade to the silent board. When you upgrade to the silent board, you have to make sure you double check the potentiometer settings. And also on the firmware, there's settings in there like your E-steps and stuff like that are calibrated on the stock board, but the upgraded board, they're not. You have to back up those settings from the old board before you remove it, so you can put them on the new board. And then also read the values of these. So on this one here, the OEM board, these were the potentiometer settings. You power the board, you put your probe on each of them and read them, and then you twist them either way to go higher or lower. The silent stock board on one of them was set really high, so the actual steppers were getting hot. And this is the OEM settings I had from the factory. These are the final settings that I use on mine. A little extra power to the extruder because it was having problems with the PETG. It wasn't enough force to force it through. And the extruder seemed like it was skipping, but it wasn't eating the filament. It was just not enough power, so it was like, and it wouldn't be able to turn. So I fixed that. So if you're upgrading, make sure you check that out. Now, in order to reprogram the board to read the settings off of it, I have a Raspberry Pi hooked up. And so from the PC over here, I can access that if I go to the EEPROM editor in my Octolapse here, or Octoprint. I can see all the values here, so like my offsets. So I read them for the old board, put them on the new one, and now everything works right. And the voltage settings are proper for the extruder, so now it prints just like it was from factory. And even better now because it's silent. If you're looking to print PETG, these are the settings I use, and they seem to work really well. O2 for the layer height, 100% fill for this one, just because I'm doing some clips that need to be strong. So 240 for my filament, 70 bed, and the flow rate of 100. Some people turn this down if they're over extruding, but that's usually because they didn't calibrate their E-steps properly. Print speed of 40, it likes to go a little bit slower. My retraction I have set to 4 at 25 per second, so it's not super fast. But it also stops that little bit spitting out when it pulses backwards, like back in. Cooling 0 on the first layer, so it adheres to the bed really well, and then half speed, just so you keep the strength of the PETG. Supports obviously, because I got a little bump on my model here. And then my offsets, PETG actually likes to be not squished to the bed as much as PLA. So I have it with a plug-in offset 0.06 millimeters, so it's got a little bit more of a gap so that it can put the filament down. And basically that's my settings, and that's how I have the PETG sticking to the bed beautifully.